All right, we are live for another Market Update Monday, the first one of 2021. I am very excited about this. So if you guys are tuning in for the first time, we go live every Monday for Market Update Monday, and local realtors come on and share with you what's going on with the market, how things are going, how it's progressing, and it's a new year. So is it a new market? Not really, but it's been pretty crazy. And we know that 2020 has brought a lot to the real estate market. So it has been quite a whirlwind of stuff. So it's always great to hear what these local realtors have to share with us and how things are going with the market itself, as well as they share a current listing that they have with us, so you guys can see what's actually on the market, and then there's any announcements. So it's always great to hear throughout the whole video what we have to share. So make sure you guys stay tuned. And if you guys need to reach any of the local realtors who are on this call, you guys can contact them in the description of this video. You can find their contact information to get to their Facebook page. All right, so we are going to start off. It is 2021. So realtors, what do we have that's new, or how have things been? How do we close out 2020? Give us the update, the spiel. What should people be expecting right now? Glenn, start us off.
Hi there, Glenn Schmidt with ReMax and Stuart. Good to see you, Lucy. Good to see you. I am happy to say that I am today at a new home construction site. Construction, building has gone wild, absolutely through the roof in this area. And we're seeing more and more of it. Financing is great, and there's some real advantages. So you get to pick your location, you get to pick your style of construction. You can go with stock home, custom homes. You can go with the architect of your choice. You can actually find amazing home plans online and just kind of tweak them a little bit. That's what I see going on. So location is so much the name of the game here. People are buying homes in great locations and just completely knocking them down, like the property I'm at now, for a wide river view. It takes a little while, but well worth the doing. It's all in my wheelhouse. So if there's anything that people want to know and talk about, pick my brain. If you can find some about new construction, I am really happy to help. All the contact information is there, as Lucy said. And it's not only a trend, it's a monsoon of new construction going on. Pick your location, get your dream home, just be a little bit patient. It all comes together.
Absolutely. No, it really has. And I think it started with Port St. Lucie really building up, and then Martin County has kind of followed suit with that, with the new construction. Now they're making new communities left and right, it seems.
Left and right, everything that used to be a patch of weeds is now a new planned urban development.
Yeah, but it's really exciting because that brings a lot of growth. And I think a lot of people have, because we've talked about like last year with how people are coming here and trending here and just coming from all the different areas because they don't need to be in those big cities anymore. It's really crazy to see the growth that's happened in the last year, I guess you could say, but really the last
year, couple of years. And it adds so much value to existing homes. People think, well, new construction is just devalue everything. No, because new construction price points are hitting really new record highs, and it is bringing all of the existing homes along for the ride, and again, the opportunity, update them, put in those impact windows and new kitchens and new floors, and get it done in a fraction of the time of starting from the ground up without the impact fees. Lots of options.
Absolutely. People don't realize that when bigger, better homes get into their market, it brings up the value of their home because you're just bringing up the value of all the homes in the area.
Absolutely.
It's not a threat.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Thank you, Glenn, for that input. Debbie, what are you seeing in your neck of the woods? How has real estate been for you?
Oh, it's been busy, that's for sure. But I have to tell Glenn, that's good to know that you're the king of new construction, because
I want to be.
I have a contract in Vero for new construction. We got that signed up. I guess it was the beginning of December last year, and so that one's underway. I also have a client who's looking for land so he can build a custom home on it, and that's a real challenge as well, because land is it's out there, but it's gotten really expensive, just like everything else. It's been going up in price. So, you know, we're searching, and he's looking maybe somewhere in Palm City, some like maybe just a couple acres, and that's always hard because you got those 5-acre plots out there, and it's a little bit crazy when it comes to new construction. But I'll be calling you, Glenn, to get some tips.
People are paying mid 200s to 3
Yeah.
to buy land for a single residential home, not in an HOA, and knock it down to build new.
Right.
So,
Right.
so really, future values are looking amazing.
Yeah, for sure. But in the meantime, not just new construction, I have several listings, one in Palm City and one here in Stuart. And it got a little slow during the holidays, and I guess that's, you know, understandable. Things slow down a little bit, showings kind of tailor off a little bit, but it started picking up again this weekend. So I hope to get those under contract soon. We've seen a lot of showings over the weekend, so that's a good sign. And it looks like the market's just going to continue the way it's been going and keep growing, and prices going higher, and hopefully the interest rates are going to stay low, like the Fed's promised, and we'll have a good year in real estate.
Absolutely. And that's a really big factor too. A lot of people, I think, are intimidated by the prices going up so high. Yeah. But it really is evening out. And we've talked about this on our Thursday's Top Tips in Real Estate that we go live on every Thursday at 2 p.m. And we have local lenders who come on there, and some of the lenders have like done the math, and they've said like, okay, if you were purchasing 3 years ago at the interest rates that 3 years ago was, but now you're purchasing today, your purchasing power is higher because the interest rate is so low right now, which is again, the market is getting so much better for buyers, right? Mm-hmm. And it is getting to the point where buyers, it's becoming so good for buyers that there's more buyers out there, and then mm-hmm. there's not enough listings, which creates our sellers market that we have right now. And, you know, it's just putting that into the ball court of sellers. But if any sellers, if you guys have advice for them, I mean, right now it's a crazy market, and pretty much any seller that comes on the market right now, they're looking at selling their house pretty quickly. I think it was last I looked was what, like 2 months supply still, mm-hmm. which a lot, you know, for a lot of people, with these shows, like I really try to get people to understand from like a perspective of just a regular home buyer, like a seller or a buyer, someone who isn't in the market every day, because we're in the market every day, right? We see this real estate industry going crazy. And like, so when we use terminology and such, I like to break it down for people so that people really understand like what is going on. So with that 2 months supply, 6 months of supply is like an equal market in a sense, you know, 5 to 6 months of supply means that there's an even amount of buyers and even amount of sellers coming in. And that's normal. You know, nobody's in favor, or, you know, the demand isn't leaning one way or the other. So when it comes to 2 months of supply, for those of you guys watching live, it's crazy because that means the sellers really have an advantage right now when it comes to that. And you really, if you're a buyer, you have to be prepared. And people have said that in the past as well, that the buyers who are buying right now have the ability to buy. Like they are the most, Glenn, I think you've mentioned it before too, like just
qualified,
most qualified buyer right now. So
financing is amazing. So financing is amazing, and although price points are moving up, we're not seeing any of our buyers get discouraged, because what they can afford now, and 1.5 points below where they could buy a year or so ago, is a lot more home for the money. So it works out both for sellers getting more money and buyers being able to afford more home.
Absolutely. It's a very interesting market indeed. Does anybody have anything to say about how just like they think 2021 is going to be? Do you like maybe we can do predictions? Nobody's going to hold it to you though.
Well, I would say it's going to be a continuation of 2020. You know, I like to listen to some of the experts like Dr. Yoon and these chief economists for NAR. And I'm a Buffini fan, so I listen to his predictions every year as well. And they're just saying things are going to carry through. With all the movement of people out of states where the taxes are high, where the COVID restrictions have been unrelenting, and with the fact that people can work remotely now, it's made a big change in the market, and they're predicting that that's going to last for 2 to 5 years. So it's just going to keep going as far as people moving. I saw something this morning on the news that people are moving to the highest 3 states that's getting new influx of residents are Arizona, Texas, and Florida.
Arizona, Texas, and Florida. I could have guessed Texas and Florida. I've heard that there's been a huge shift to Texas, but Arizona, I didn't know. So that's
I was surprised to see that too. But then at the same time, it's states that are that don't have state income taxes. Now I don't know if Arizona does or not. I know Florida and Texas don't. But also warm weather states is a big one.
Yeah, I was about to say they're all southern.
Yeah, and I have a friend of mine that moved from Florida out to Arizona a couple years ago, but he has family there. But there seems to be a lot of activity going on there as well.
Absolutely. No, it's so true with all the different changes that are happening. It's, and I've said this before, when it comes to selling and purchasing homes, that is a point in your life where change is happening. Something's usually happening, a job change, a location change, something is changing in your life. And last year brought a lot of change for a lot of people. So it became that aspect that really, made a push for a lot of people. So that change is what kind of fed into a lot more of what's going on right now with just people embracing that change and taking that opportunity to move somewhere else. So it's been really cool to see, and I'm excited to see what 2021 has to offer. And I'm very surprised that I also haven't said 2020 yet for this year, but there's still the whole year left. So all right, so we just had a great discussion about just kind of what's going on in the market right now and what we kind of expect for 20. Did you have something to say, by the way, Glenn? I know you were trying to speak earlier. Did you have?
No, I just, I think I did a screen share, and it's kind of, but I'm not so sure.
Yeah, you can.
But the reason is, if I can get this to work, is just it's just that really when it comes to the first point, new construction, there's just, only one opportunity to pick your best location, your best lot within a new subdivision, and then the rest of, and then they all sell out, and you're out in the cold. So you have to move. You really have to move. If you see the location, if you see that dream spot lasting on the market, and one person's, well, it needs a lot of work, is another person's vision of a home run. So try not to talk yourselves out of too many good decisions, because they aren't going to last long. And even when people say, just give us tonight to think about it, they come back. We see this so often. They come back the next morning and it's gone. And that could be the reason, the one opportunity missed out of months of looking for but I'm just going to share this because there aren't a lot of places. I don't know if you can see that. I'm assuming.
Yeah, we can see it. It's a puppy.
There are just not a lot of places where you can bring your dog to the beach, let him run. This isn't the video, but let him run. Look how many other people are on the beach, just about none. And really enjoy the privacy, the nature, the quality of living near the ocean. That's what Florida is about. And this area just happens to be one of those really special places. So can you build on the ocean? Absolutely. There are still a few lots available. Can you build in just about any other part of town? Yeah, you might have to buy something to knock down, but you can. That's all I have to say about that.
Awesome. Thank you, Glenn. And that's an adorable picture. I love dogs. So
That's my son's dog. His name is Mako, like the shark.
Oh, that's so cute. Well, he is very comfortable at the ocean, by the ocean, just like a shark would be.
There you go.
All right, guys. So we just had a great discussion about what's going on with the market right now and just how things have been and what we kind of project for 2021 and just all of the changes that are happening. So if you guys are watching live, make sure that you guys rewatch if you missed the discussion that we just had. It was great. And you can always reach out to these local realtors on their pages, which is linked in the description of this video. And you can always watch the replays to our videos on our YouTube channel at Arrow Title Services. You can find us and follow us, and you can always see any of our previous weeks for Market Update Mondays. But we are going to go into the listing presentation now, where each of these realtors are going to showcase a current listing that they have, what's going on, and what we get to see what's actually on the market right now and what that's looking like. So it's always a great opportunity, and then we'll go into the announcements portion. So make sure you guys stay tuned. And Glenn, you're up first.
So the problem with working with realtors like me who are senior citizens is that we're not so great at pulling those listing videos. But I do have one special property that is already done with construction, so you won't have to go through what you see behind me. And it's in an amazing neighborhood, 1.2 acres in Crane Creek, which is one of the Martin Downs Country Club communities. You have no mandatory, you have a homeowners association, no mandatory membership of golf, but 1.2 acres of real privacy right in the heart of Palm City. You can leave this home and be at your dinner table in Maneras in less than 3 minutes. So I think I want to highlight that property, 1.2 acres on Crane Creek Ave. You can always reach out to me. The contact information is attached, as Lucie mentioned, and this is a big 4-bedroom home, very open floor plan, metal roof, lots of upgrades, killer gourmet kitchen, and complete privacy in the backyard, room for a pool on this giant piece of property. So again, location, there have been a lot of sales in this neighborhood. It's one of the only few homes that are even on the market in Crane Creek right now. So it's a new listing. Reach out to me. I'm happy to give you all the details and specs and so forth. But if you're looking for a 4-bedroom, 3-bath home with a beautiful screen back patio all the way across the property, this might be the one.
Awesome. Thank you, Glenn. Great to hear about that. And that's definitely a very desirable neighborhood too. So that is awesome. All right, Debbie, what do you have for us today?
Well, let me see. I'm not much, I'm probably around the same age as Glenn, tell you the truth. So let me see if I can get mine up here to share. Let's see. There we go, getting there.
You're fine.
We need a little drum roll or music or something here. Right. There we go.
There you go.
All righty.
Beautiful.
Can you see the whole thing?
We can't see the whole thing. We can see what your screen shows. So
okay.
Right there, yeah.
So there's some photos there. I'll tell you a little bit about it. It's a listing that I have in Emerald Lakes in South Stuart, just off of Cove Road and US 1. It's a great location here. I actually have lived in the development for God, since 2006 now, 2006 or 7 we moved in. So it's a real great community. There's townhomes in the front, and then there's the villas in the back, the single family homes. And this is a single family home. It's about 1,800 square feet with an open floor plan, vaulted ceiling, so it makes it real spacious. It has diagonal tile throughout, large diagonal tile. There's wainscoting, there's chipboard on one partial wall. It's been well maintained and is in really nice shape. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage, and all new appliances in the kitchen. The kitchen hasn't been totally updated, but the appliances are new. A beautiful screened-in patio, and they tiled the patio with the wood look, like the faux wood flooring, but it's tile. Walk-in closets, and like I said, a great neighborhood, and it's selling for $308. We have it listed for $308,000. We saw quite a bit of action this weekend.
That's a great price.
Yeah, it really is. I'm hoping, maybe we'll see some offers this week. This neighborhood's really good price-wise, and our HOA fees are pretty decent too. I think we're at $215 a month or $205 a month now. Sorry, it just went up, so it's a little bit higher, $215 I think a month. But we have the amenities, the clubhouse, the pool, tennis courts, all that. So, and you can't beat the location. I mean, Publix and Bell's is right around the corner, restaurants, everything's right here. We're 15 minutes to Hope Sound Beach and 10-15 minutes to downtown Stuart. So you can't go wrong with the neighborhood. So hope everybody will come see it and make an offer.
Awesome. Yeah, that's absolutely beautiful. I love that patio area with the wooden faux floor. Like, that's beautiful.
Thank you.
Gorgeous. That's why I love Market Update Mondays, because I can see these properties and see like what's out there and what the price points are. I think it gives people a really great idea and perspective of like what these houses look like and what they're getting for their money. For sure. Glenn, you might just have to go to your listing next week and then just show us around.
Yes, absolutely. And I have all of these great drone walkthrough videos, amazing professional photos, but of course they're, somewhere. So I thought I would just change venues here. I thought I'd just jump in the pool real quick and go for a little walk. But when you're doing new construction, you can get a new pool.
Wow, are you walking on water?
Yes, I am. There's water down there somewhere.
Oh, geez.
Well, I'm in the deep end. I'm going to have to go now.
Always keeping the show alive, Glenn. Always keeping it alive.
I do the best I can.
Awesome. Well, guys, if you guys have missed, we just finished the listing presentations for each of these realtors that they had. It's always great to hear about the properties that are out in the market right now, and you can always reach these realtors in the description of the video. You can contact them, as well as you can rewatch this video on our YouTube channel, Arrow Title Services. We're going to go into the announcement section now. So if any of you guys have any announcements, anything coming up, open houses, something that you need to get off your chest, no, but just go ahead and tell us now. So Glenn, start us off. What you got going on?
So here's a fun one. This is a killer market for investors as well, because they understand future value. Homes are really locking in. People are always afraid of a bubble. We heard that little, oh my God, it's a bubble, but there's no sign that this is a bubble of falsely inflated values. So an investor who buys now knows rents are up and rents are going to stay up, can turn around with a portfolio of rental properties. I'm putting 4 of them on the market with tenants in place. So if that's something that is of interest, we have a pretty good, a very good income and rental history, and nicely maintained and fixed up properties, 4 single family homes. So if that's a catch for somebody who wants to maybe just bulk purchase, I would call it, where you can say, look at that, we made one buy and in 30 days we have a really significant rental income stream. Great opportunity to do it. And again, financing rates, even if you're not a cash buyer investor, make it all come together.
Absolutely. And I mean, I feel like that's where a lot of, that residual income really comes in, is when you have those properties. So do they have to purchase them together?
They do not. They can buy a onesie, twosie.
Onesie,
Redsie, bluesie, I don't know. But yes, you can buy individually, but you can certainly buy 4 at a time if somebody's looking to really say, okay, now I have a rental portfolio.
Very cool. Very cool. Thank you for sharing that, Glenn. I always love hearing the announcements and things that are coming up, especially the coming soons. Those are always great. Makes people have to come back later.
All right.
Love it. Debbie, what do you have coming up?
Actually, I have an event coming up, and it's related to real estate in the way that it's partially at my office downtown at McCalister Properties on Kindred, just off of Colorado. But I am a board member of the Creek District, the Arts and Entertainment District downtown. And we have our first Fridays every month. We started up in December after a long hiatus due to COVID. And we started in December and had our first one, and it was outdoors so that people don't have to worry too much about being too close together. and everyone could wear their masks and socially distance. But we have our second one coming up. We're trying to do them monthly again and get the excitement back and the crowds coming back to the Colorado Creek District area. So it's businesses that host artists. It's usually the first Friday of the month, and we call it the Creek Art Walk. It's from 5 to 9. And because New Year's Day was the first Friday of this year and this month, we're doing it this coming Friday. So it'll be this coming Friday from 5 to 9. And you can get more information on thecreekdistrict.org, our website, or on our Facebook page, The Creek District. And we host artists, musicians, and it's really cool. And it's a free event, and people have sometimes libations and some pickings, some food and stuff like that. So it's a lot of fun.
Love that. That's so awesome. And what a great addition as well to our community and our area too,
Yeah.
Just because Stuart is such a beautiful area, and that Creek District, that art district that they're trying to create right there. I really love that vision. So it's just one more thing. Yeah. It really is. And it's just one more thing that's going to attract even more people to this area because of like all the activities that are going on. So thank you for sharing that, Debbie. I'm really excited.
My pleasure.
Have to stop by on Friday.
It sure beats shoveling snow.
Yes, it does. I saw someone post about that the other day. They live here and they were like, yep, this wasn't worth it. And they came back down.
Yeah.
They were just visiting family up there, but I guess they made them shovel snow. Very funny. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on. If you guys are watching live, thank you guys for watching us live. We do go live every Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time if you're not in Florida and you're watching. And if you yourself are a realtor and you want to come on and join the conversation, feel free to join on in. We'd love to hear from you guys. You can reach me directly, or you can email me. My contact information is in the description of the video as well. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure if you guys are just tuning in now that you guys rewatch this video, because there was great content in our discussion in the beginning, the listings that these realtors shared with us, and the announcements that they had as well. So it's always great information here on Market Update Monday, every Monday at 2 p.m. And we will hopefully see you guys next week. And you guys can watch replays on our YouTube channel as well, Arrow Title Services. I will see you guys next week. And thank you guys to the local realtors for sharing your big brains. Appreciate you guys. Have an awesome Monday.
Bye-bye.